Tonight, we are celebrating healthy eating. You're in for a treat. This is DXB Today.
Welcome to one and all, thank God it is Friday, and welcome to the weekend. It's International No Diet Day on the show today, and what a way to start the weekend.
Well, absolutely. On today's show, we're shedding light on a movement that aims to break free from the pressures of diet culture and encourage body positivity.
And to find out if one can have a healthy body without being on a diet, cutting on meals, and just being able to eat everything that you want.
I know. It sounds like that is not for you at all.
I don't do that at all. Like, I have a sweet tooth. I like to eat pizza all the time. I tried dieting. It doesn't work out at all.
Sweet pizza?
No, I don't have pineapple on my pizza.
No, but have you never had a Nutella pizza?
I have not, no. That is
Tom Urquhart, you are missing out.
To do. It's just a weird one. I mean, this whole chat about diets, etc., and the entire food groups, it's just, it all boils down, surely, to the M word, doesn't it?
Go on.
Moderation.
You're right. What about the whole smaller plate, smaller portion thing?
Yeah, but at the same time, isn't it? It's like one of those ones. That is a diet that says, OK, if you have a smaller plate, a smaller portion, and then people go, OK, great, smaller plate, smaller portion, I'll just eat them all day long, etc. Again, it just comes down to that common sense, moderation of what goes into your body, and, of course, what you're burning.
Yeah, you just keep eating more and more and more, even though smaller portions doesn't work.
Eat less, exercise more. Go figure.
That's what I say. Do you know what, though? I will say, I don't really diet. I like to make what we call good choices, right? So fine. There are some things, though, that do slip through the net. What can I not eat in moderation? Chocolate peanuts.
Oh,
literally,
yeah.
They are gone. Those mini dime bars from IKEA.
I have a lot at home. Just keep eating them all the time.
Other mini dime bars are available. What about you? Is there something that you would just sit and devour?
Not really, no.
Really?
No, but I mean, my biggest weakness is leftovers because I've got.
You're a picker.
I can't deal with waste. So don't take me to a buffet. Never take me to don't do brunch with me or anything like that because I will be there for a week, etc. But I literally cannot deal with waste. So if there is something left over, it goes into the fridge. It needs to be finished at some point. Really.
My dad was a tidier.
Yes, please. Yeah. The breakfast of kings. Yeah.
Yes, literally. Next day, the cheese just tastes so much better.
Breakfast of kings. So my dad was a tidier. If there was, like, you know, I don't know, a cottage cheese or a lasagna in a dish, he would make sure it's very. I'm just tidying, but devouring the entire leftover.
Quite like that.
Yeah.
Right, plenty of food for thought there, but it's not just us. Here to co-host with us today is a basketball player and an athlete who is as fit as they get. Not purely because of a dedicated fitness regime, but also because of his relationship with food. Let's have a look and see who is our guest co-host today.
Hi, I'm Jafari ElSouri, also known as G. I'm an internationally certified personal trainer, and I can't wait to be with you guys in the studio later.
Jafar will join us in the studio in a few moments, of course, but other than mainstream sports like basketball, there are activities that can help you improve your fitness levels and cardiovascular endurance. Let's have a look at Nimi when she went to roll the XB, and let's see how it's done.
Today I've swung over to the old side of town, to Port Rashid, where there's beautiful views of the water and the boats, but right here inside is one of the most popular places that you will find most of the people from Dubai coming. It's Roll DXB. I'm going to be skating around and we're going to be talking to someone to let you know why you need to check this place out. Today we are in Port Rashid, where we are at Roll DXB, probably one of the coolest places to be in town. And today I'm joined by the operations supervisor, Edmund. Edmund, thank you so much for being with us here today. This is such a cool place. Yeah. Tell me why Roll DXB? Why was it needed here in Dubai?
Roll DXB actually is a one-stop shop We are also selling skate merchandise. That's why we are a one-stop shop.
Amazing. And there's an upstairs space as well. You provide food. There's also like a games arcade section. Tell me more about the food. What can we get here?
So we have a coffee shop upstairs. It's located on our mezzanine floor. It has an overview of the whole skating rink. About the video games, we have the video games and for free.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, it's included.
Yeah. Customer can use all those games.
Such a great space, and the music is incredible for you to enjoy as well, to really get into it. So thank you so much, Edmund, for your time.
Welcome, and thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
And I hope that you will come back here.
I will. I'm ready to skate like now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's clear I should just stay on the floor because that's where I've been most of my session. But if you dare, come on down to Roll DXB. You can book a party. You can even come solo and learn for yourself right here in Port Rashid.
I just don't understand how Nimi Mehta can look that good wearing knee pads and a crash helmet sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
Love her dearly. Right, okay, now everyone has their own perspective when it comes to the topic of healthy eating. Our guest co-host is here to tell us what works and what doesn't. We welcome Jafar. How are you?
I'm well. Thanks for having me on. I'm pretty excited to be here.
Good. We're very excited to have you here, especially Ahmed, so you can talk to him about eating pizza constantly.
Exactly. Good for you. Yeah, all the time.
Pizza is good for the soul.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's a really good start. Okay, Jafar, first of all, I guess, tell us a little bit about yourself and I guess why you're here today on No Diet Day.
Okay, so my name is Gaafar ElSouri. A lot of people call me G because it's easier.
Can we call you G?
Sure,
cool.
Yes.
Cool.
I have a psychology background, and right now I am an internationally certified personal trainer. Somewhere between college and today, I played a little bit of basketball.
Just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah. It was a cool moment in time. Yeah.
I bet it was.
Obviously, I mean, with the basketball and with your basketball career, diet training would have been key to your success and your progress as well. What did you learn along that journey? I mean, everyone keeps talking about the balance, don't they, about what you put in your body, the training regimes, etc. I'm interested in the fact that you've studied psychology. How much of it is up here?
A lot of it, actually. The key takeaway, actually, from the college to the pros and in your training regimen, I got to learn and understand how important it is to train your body in a certain way. The diet and the food sort of came a little bit later because we were just, in college you're a bit younger, so you can get away with a lot of things that you're doing. But as you get older, you sort of start having a knack for enjoying whole foods and a lot of protein. You can still enjoy your carbs, you can enjoy your fats, you can just the understanding of your body is an impeccable machine. Like at this moment right now, your body is regulating temperature. It's taking care of so many things inside of you at this, in this specific moment. So therefore, its ability to digest food and take away be able to process a lot of things is impeccable. So you need to just trust it. This is my advice to people when they're looking at food, is just trust the fact that, you know what, don't overdo it, but if you are having a meal, please do not feel restricted, don't be alarmed, and don't punish yourself for having it the next day.
That's such a remarkably refreshing approach.
Exactly. The whole time, it's music to my ears. I'm like, I don't feel sad at all the next day. I just have more pizza.
We could just stop now and go to dinner. Yeah?
Exactly.
So we'll just wrap this up
Breakfast,
and go to dinner.
yeah.
Thanks so much indeed for watching. Bit of a shorter show today. We'll be back tomorrow.
But it's true, isn't it? I mean, what a lovely, refreshing way to look at it. But as Tom was saying with the psychology, so say, for example, you are looking to become healthier, be it for whatever reason, but say it is for actual health reasons.
Right.
It has to start up here, surely.
Of course. In the international certification course that I was doing for personal training, when we touched on nutrition, one of the mentors that we had, he said something very powerful that stuck with me to this day. He said digestion starts with the thought of food. And I found that very, very intriguing. He said the moment you are labeling everything around you as dangerous, you're sort of subconsciously giving your body signals that we're going to go under attack here. This is no longer a burger. This is danger.
Yes.
Your body's going to react in that form by shooting up stress hormones, cortisol, inflammatory responses. It's not going to be a great all-around experience for you. This is going to obviously follow up later on when you go to the gym. You're no longer going to the gym to celebrate your body and the ability that you can move. You're going there to punish yourself.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a really good experience to me in my eyes. So for me, it's just, okay, you've indulged. You've had something that you've been craving. Be grateful that you can afford that.
Nice.
Be grateful that you're able to eat it. And then go to the gym to celebrate the fact that you're able to move.
And then do what we're seeing on the screen at the moment, yeah?
I do that every day, yeah.
I do a little bit.
Yeah, literally, I wake up and that's what I do every single morning.
I did that this morning before we came here tonight.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm very happy for you, Katie. That's great.
Keeps you great. But like you said, if you're going to the gym to torture yourself, then you feel like you can't continue and you break. Tried going back to the gym last year. And I couldn't continue because I was punishing myself because of what I was eating, because it wasn't like I want to go to look good or to feel good about myself. It was just like, oh, because I had this, then I need to do more at the gym. And it doesn't sustain. You can't sustain doing that, right?
Yeah, it's not sustainable because you're not enjoying it.
Exactly, yeah.
And here's the thing. It's stemming from something that is called a need.
Yeah.
I need to go to the gym because I ate so-and-so. It's no longer, I want to go to the gym because I enjoy sweating.
Yeah.
I enjoy jumping around.
Yeah.
I enjoy playing basketball.
Endorphins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
True.
So when your needs and your wants are not in the same, at the same level, something's got to give.
Let me ask very quickly about social media.
Right.
Body image, body shaming, body. What's your take on social media and the move towards the perfect bod?
Right. So social media is a wonderful tool. There's a lot of information on social media. Now, the quality of information is going to vary. Everyone is entitled, obviously, for an opinion, and it's fine. They can voice it out. But when it becomes a situation where you're scaring most of the people into something or shaming them into something, that's not very good for the overall morale of people and their mental health aspect. So with the fear mongering that happens around food and, oh my God, I didn't get my 10,000 steps today. It's fine. You can still go for a 25-minute run and you're going to feel good about yourself and you're going to carry on your day or your evening and everything's going to be restored back into order. But if you're walking around saying, oh, this causes this and this causes that without actually seeing a doctor or seeing someone that actually knows what they're talking about, and just because you read it or you heard it on a reel or a podcast, that doesn't make it, standard, perfectly vetted information.
And that's what we were saying sort of before the show as well. You can look online and you'll find a cause or a cure for everything with everything. So, do your own research.
The G thing's going to stay with us. You okay with that?
What did you just call him?
It's the G thing today, all right? I was going to say G.
You can call me whatever you want. It's fine. I'm fine with it.
Tom, we need to have a chat about you trying to be cool.
Okay, sorry.
And we'll talk about that in the break.
Sorry,
You're cool in my book, Tom. You're good.
Thanks very much indeed. You're going to stay with us, that's all right. We're going to take a short break, though, that's for sure. Do stay with us. When we come back, you've heard about the latest trend of losing weight through pills. We'll discuss that in detail. Stay with us. Warm welcome back to DXB Today. Now, our next guest is no stranger to the dark side of diet culture and is here to talk us through the pros and the cons, as well as something called male menopause. Tell me more. Welcome to the show, partner and managing director at DNA Health and Wellness. I've got the G thing here. I've got Dr. N here. Dr. Nas is in the house. Nas, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Always good to see you, as always. Just very quickly, I want to get your sort of overview. There's so many subjects we want to sort of drill down on. But again, just picking up on what G was saying there a few minutes ago about relationship with food. Is it changing over time at the moment, this relationship between exercise and food?
Oh, definitely. I mean, listen, I think the problem we have is that all our knowledge on food comes from the media. And, you know, you've got Google, you've got access to all this wealth of information, and you can't decipher what's true, what's not true. You mentioned sort of, you know, foods one day is, you know, good for cancer, another day it causes cancer. So, you know, how do you go granular and work it out? And unfortunately, you know, a lot of your reference point in the healthcare system is your physicians and your healthcare providers, who unfortunately, if you look at their traditional training, isn't really founded in nutrition and lifestyle. I definitely think it has changed, and I think there's become a lot more of an obsession around obviously trying to look good. Yeah, you know, if you've got the bonus of being healthy at the same time. But I mean, you know, it's leading to just complete chaos, and no one really knows what they're doing. One day, so one person's an expert, the next day, you know, they're left in the wayside.
And you've got specimens like Ahmed, you know, admitted to eating breakfast, pizza every day. Look at him.
Single day of my life. Like just
good
to
genetics.
Just to add to, yeah, exactly. Maybe fingers crossed. Just to add to what you were saying as well, TikTok and Instagram, a lot of things that are going on social media, especially with like teenagers and youth right now, they're getting all their information from there, and there's something that is just out there right now, which is the Mounjaro injections.
Weight loss drug, yeah.
Everyone is doing it. Everyone is getting good results. Some are not. So can you just tell us more about it?
Yeah, so you know, this is one of the group of drugs that came along in the last few years that have been FDA approved for, well, diabetes primarily, and then they found that there was incredible weight loss. Until then, there wasn't really a drug that was successful at helping people lose weight. And now these have come along with, you know, pretty blockbuster results for most people. But typically, you know, if something is labeled a miracle drug, or, you know, the headline sounds too good to be true, it usually is, or it's banned. And it's been banned for good reason. Now, you know, the way they work is they effectively suppress hunger. They influence certain hormones in the gut to reduce insulin levels and sugar. But you're right, it doesn't work for everyone. And I think the fundamental problem also is that there's a difference between weight loss and fat loss. And so, you know, you actually want to lose fat to improve your lean body mass, to improve your body composition. But if you're losing a lot of muscle and fat at the same time, you're potentially ending up in a worse state than when you started. The other holy grail with fat loss, I should say, rather than weight loss, is keeping the weight off.
True.
Because we've all, certainly when we first start, lose weight very successfully. But it gets harder and harder, we rebound, and then it just stops working. That's because we have physiological mechanisms inbuilt to us that have evolved through time to allow us to conserve energy, to beat us trying to cheat the system.
So these, I mean, I've heard a lot about these weight loss, fat loss drugs, put my teeth back in. There has to be some side effects. And is it a case that, do we know enough about these drugs so far that how actually bad they are for you? They might be a short-term thing, or?
So if you look at the studies, particularly the popular ones, I mean, Ozempic came before Mounjaro. I think it was about a third of the people who were on it lost 15% of their body mass, and then 30% lost 50%. Sorry, 20%.
Okay.
But then if you look at the studies that went on for a year afterwards, most of those people regained the weight. And I think a fundamental blind spot in a lot of the FDA research was that they didn't look at changes in body composition. They just looked at the actual weight loss. And I would argue that if you have someone who weighs 100 kilos, half of it's fat and the other half is lean body mass, and then you have someone who retains that composition, so 50-50, and they weigh 60 kilos, I would argue fundamentally they're in a worse metabolic state because they have less muscle mass, so that they're more likely to rebound. And it comes
I'm just watching G here. He's like, I'm so in with you, Dr. Naz. I'm so in.
I'm loving everything that you're saying. Here's my, I don't know if I'm going to say it's a question, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Would you say fundamentally, though, the most important part for weight and fat loss, it would boil down to, can you consistently train and literally move as much as you can every single day, whether you're taking a drug or you're not taking a drug, or whether you're on a restricted diet or not. Movement, I think, I'm talking from my background, is the fundamental component. But I would love to hear your thoughts on that.
Just to add on to that, I've always wanted to say this. Do you concur, Doctor?
Indeed. Yes. Yeah, I think it's lifestyle. So it's the whole sort of equation. So certainly movement's important, but I think people are realizing more and more how important stress and stress management and sleep. And I would go as far as to say that sleep underpins everything else. So if you're underslept, it's very difficult to be in good health. But if you're well slept and stress resilient and deal with your stress, you have a lot more flexibility with your nutrition and the amount of exercise you do. It doesn't work the other way around.
Right.
And I don't want to demonize these drugs because they are very successful in some people. True. And I think they can be applied very well. And I think coming back to the point about changes in body composition, you can mitigate that by making sure you're getting enough protein in, you're performing the resistance training to maintain the muscle mass, and even applying them more intermittently, because the brain will adapt. If the brain realizes that it's in starvation, it's going to make changes in the body to conserve energy. So there's ways you can trick that.
Just one thing to think, and we're out of time to talk about the male menopause. We'll have to get you back to talk about that one a little later on, Dr. Ness. But just to wrap up on this one, and just my take, again, a sort of little red flag for me, is this not just the latest and long line? And I'm not taking anything away from the great results it's had medically for people, those with diabetes and those that it's working for. But is it not just the latest and long line of short-term fixes where some people see great results and they go, wow, give me some of that, it's going to work for me? And that seems to have been something we've seen a lot of recently as well.
Yeah, and this ties into there's no replacement for a change in your lifestyle. So if you're not going to change your lifestyle on them, then it's not going to work. It's just it's not even a fix, it's a short-term intervention. And, I've even asked the pharmaceutical companies about it, and they turn around and say, well, what's wrong with staying on it for the rest of your life?
They'd like that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, Holy Grail,
exactly. Yeah. More money.
Thank you so much.
Very much.
Pleasure.
For coming in.
Cheers.
It's
Good to see
so
you.
fascinating.
Cheers.
Thank you. Our spotlight for today is an app that can help you analyze your nutritional needs and give you a meal plan that works towards your personal health goals. Let's check it out.
Hi, my name is Faisal and I'm one of the product managers here at Carlo. We're a food tech startup. We specialize in providing personalized meal plans for people, and we're on a mission to make healthy easy. We're out here to change the stigma with regards to healthy eating and living a healthy lifestyle. I think a lot of people think that eating healthy can be quite difficult and quite expensive, and we're here to change that stigma. We want to make healthy eating accessible and affordable for everyone. First of all, we're living in an obesity and diabetes epidemic, both globally and especially in the Middle East region. So we're out here to actually change that. Again, we want to make healthy easy for people and make healthy eating a lot more accessible and affordable so that we can actually help lower these rates and essentially live in a much healthier world. For us being a startup now for the past 3 or 4 years, it's extremely normal to be facing challenges and obstacles on a daily basis. I mean, this is part and parcel of the startup journey. We're moving quite fast, so it's very normal to be experiencing different challenges. But the most important thing is that we all work together collaboratively with passion, with motivation to actually overcome these obstacles. Everyone's been loving our food. A lot of people come to us who simply live a busy lifestyle, and so by us providing them with healthy meals and making it easy for them, they just feel better at work, they feel healthier, and the fact that they're eating healthy food makes them feel great. So our long-term vision is not only to make the Middle East and GCC region a healthier place, but make the world a healthier place as well. As I mentioned earlier, the obesity and diabetes epidemic is not only evident in the region, but it's a global issue that deserves a lot more attention. Yeah, I absolutely love living in Dubai. It's been around 2 years now that I've been here, and I'm just so happy with the lifestyle. I think it caters to everyone. It's really cosmopolitan, very progressive, in a safe city, and there's always lots going on, so you feel quite relevant. Yeah, so I'm a very outdoor, active person. I love nature, so ideally if I can go and start my day out on a hike, that would be fantastic, followed by chilling out on the beach with some friends, getting some sun.
that's just made me hungry, and now I do want to go for dinner. All right? Okay, fine.
It's the yin and the yang this episode, isn't it? I tell you.
We will wait, we will
Give
wait.
and you take.
It is now time for the Daily Roundup. Now, this is where we discuss the hottest topics, and I'm so excited because Ahmed is back in the studio. Ahmed, what is happening on today's Daily Roundup?
Thank you, Katie. There is a new electrical pill that can treat disorders like diabetes and obesity. I guess a lot of people are going to be interested in this. Yeah. And it has been developed by researchers in NYU, Abu Dhabi, and MIT. So it's a pill that can help send electrical impulses to the stomach to help you stop eating. It can help with obesity, anorexia, and diabetes. So it's very interesting to have something like this developed, and I think a lot of people would be interested in taking it. Do you guys think it would be a good thing, a bad thing? What's your take on that?
I am going to just say what I said to Dr. Nance and the rest of the team just a few minutes ago. Listen, I take nothing away. If this is helping somebody with medical conditions, brilliant. I'm all for that. You know, a lot of people suffer with horrific diabetes, obesity problems, etc. And if a doctor prescribes this for a medical reason, I get it. My concern is that people might see it and go, oh, look, it prevents you from wanting... It prevents hunger. Exactly. Prevents you from wanting to eat. And if you're using it for the wrong reason, then I'd have a problem with it.
True.
I agree. Concur, Doctor?
Not a
what
doctor,
do you think?
yeah.
What do you think? Tell us.
No, I definitely concur with that. The thing is, for me, it's... I'm a big fan of fasting.
Yeah, okay.
I'm genuinely a big fan of fasting.
Intermittent.
Yeah, I was going to say
intermittent. If you want to look at Ramadan fasting, everybody is able to fast.
Yes.
If we package it correctly. So intermittent fasting, people are like, oh, I've done a 36-hour fast. Great. So you have the ability to stop eating. However, if you're able to do that, what makes you not be able to control your impulses to eat? So I think a lot of people will eat out of habit rather than you're actually eating because you're actually hungry.
100% out of habit.
100% always out of habit. Always out of habit. But like just links us to the next topic as well, because you're going to be eating a lot this weekend. The Food is happening. It's a 2-day festival that's happening over the weekend. And if you're a food lover, you'd like to eat or learn more about food, then it's the place to be. It's happening on the 6th and 7th in Al Sirkal Avenue. So if you want to do something with the family, maybe with your kids, it will be great to go over there and just try all the different foods, especially that they have some of the food stalls that are featuring food for 10 dirhams.
I know, the 10 dirham dish. So all part of Dubai Food Festival, obviously, which is amazing. Went down to Beach Canteen as well the other week. But I love this, What the Food. And anything down at Al Sirkal at the moment is just cool, isn't it?
Yes, especially that the weather is still okay. Like people can go out and you can enjoy the food and walk around.
Don't start talking about the weather because Tom goes off on one. He loves talking about the weather.
If you want to talk about the weather, I'm more than happy to talk about the weather. I will take on the role of a weatherman if you want, you know?
You do, you absolutely.
Al Sirkal is so cool, I'm not allowed in.
Hey, listen, you're the coolest old person.
You're pretty cool, Tom. You're pretty cool.
Fine, all right, we'll all go down to what the food?
What the food?
We're all heading down to What the Food, Al Sirkal.
Great name, loving that.
It is, isn't it?
Right, we have got plenty more to look forward to. In fact, talking of food, after the break, we talk to an international TV personality, the host of MasterChef Canada, no less. Chef Alvin Leung is in the house. Sharpen those knives. Do not go anywhere. Welcome back to DXB. Today I'm looking forward to this one. I love this venue. Our next guest will convince you to put your diet to one side this weekend. He's in town for one weekend at least. Please make sure you get down there. Please welcome also to the show the host of MasterChef Canada here the Dubai Food Festival. Chef Alvin Leung is in the house. The man behind Demon Duck. Alvin, great to have you with us here.
Thank you for having me here.
Chef, it's absolutely amazing to have you in the house. I'm a big fan of the restaurant. I had the privilege of visiting already. Your reaction is always tough, isn't it? When you take a concept to a new country, how do you feel that Demon Duck has settled in to Caesars on Blue Waters?
Well, I think it has settled very, very well. And always, forget about the Michelin awards or any of the lists. Most important thing is it's actually a full restaurant, and we've been getting a lot of full nights. So I'm very, very happy.
Were you keen to come to Dubai to get something here?
No, extremely keen. I think it has been a city which the culinary scene, it's vibrant, it's exciting, it's growing, and there's a lot of opportunities here.
I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Dubai is growing, so we're really happy to have you down. Now, I know that you're here specifically for the Dubai Food Festival. Tell us a little bit more about your Four Hands experience, which sounds wonderful.
Well, I mean, first of all, I can explain, Four Hands, the Four Hands means there's two chefs.
Right.
So you have four hands. And I brought my protege over. He was Eric Chong, the first winner of MasterChef Canada, who he has been very successful since his winning the MasterChef. We have a very successful restaurant in Toronto, and we brought some of the offerings to Dubai. To see how the local clients here, how would they react to it?
I think they're going to react very well, don't you?
I hope so.
Yeah, of course they will. Absolutely. I mean, we can see on the screen now, some of the experiences that people can have with you as well.
That's the key word, though, Katie, that you
Experience,
use.
isn't it?
Experience, and that is the thing, because there's drama at Demon Duck, isn't there?
I think there's drama in everything you do in your life. I think nowadays, especially with social media, if there's any drama, please tape it, okay? Or record it right away. I think this is what is necessary now, is to create, opportunities for people dining, to use their social media to show something, this is a unique experience. So I think, aside from food, and my motto has always been taste is king, I think the experience is necessary. Maybe a queen. We got a king going on in England right now. We need a good queen.
Keeping it on the experience point. Chef, I'm keen to know, what's your philosophy when it comes to cooking?
My philosophy when it comes to food is, I think, definitely, I think in this table, I must say I'm probably the only one celebrating, International No Diet Day. I can see, that everybody at this table, needs a diet. As much as they need a fur coat or something like that in Dubai. So my philosophy has always been, in terms of cooking, is to provide what my client or what my diners expect. Okay? And, you don't know people's expectation. Like, you don't know what's the, culture. I study a lot about the food culture or the history. So, certain, different countries have different, different ingredients. Let's say, well, ingredients is the same, I would say, but they have different tastes in terms of, very principled, sweet, sour, bitter, hot, salty, okay? But different, I would say, concentration. And of course, we have to be sensitive about the certain ingredients we cannot use because of their religious practice or things that we cannot get in certain countries. So I think we have to be very, very sensitive. And I think, I'm not claiming to use the best ingredients on everything. I mean, sometimes, it's just to it's just to provide the best from that certain ingredients and converting that into a taste and experience that my diners would expect.
That's really cool. It's very interesting. And just to add on the topic that we were talking about earlier, dieting and eating healthy. And like you said, it's something that we're trying to do here, but it's not succeeding. Have you ever tried as well going on a diet or maybe tried different eating methods of...
I have tried many times. And you can see it's not been successful. Well, first of all,
what's your take on that?
Well, first of all, what's my take on diet? Okay, you say healthy eating. Diet, to me, the definition is depriving yourself of nourishment in order you can fit into tighter clothes or make your clothes present you're wearing looser.
Yes.
Okay? I think healthy eating is not about dieting because this is something that you should have it's a practice you should do every day. I mean, whether it's for vanity or whether it's for health or other reasons, I think it's something that you should practice. So, it's not about not dining or no dining. Dining is about, times where, you probably indulge and now you got to, suffer the consequences. And, it means pain, okay? Your personal trainer, no pain, no gain, okay? I mean, geez.
Yeah. I mean, it's a saying. It's a very famous saying.
Very true. Let's get this one right. It's no diet day today, but make it no diet weekend, okay? And get yourself to Demon Duck. I promise you, this man is in town only for this weekend. Dubai Food Festival, Demon Duck, the official opening, if you like, down there on Blue Waters. What can diners expect if they're coming down for the weekend?
Food. Real food.
Yeah. Real food. Exactly.
Yeah.
Real food.
Before we let you go, I just want to spring a little something on you, which I'm going to do is the DXB in 60.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a little quiz.
Yes.
You have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible about the show. How do you feel?
Nervous.
Good.
Nervous.
Okay, good. That's what we like to induce into our guests. We're going to have 60 seconds on the clock and we'll start in 3, 2, 1. What is the theme of our show today? Is it International No Diet Day or International Cheat Day?
International No Diet Day.
Correct. What is the name? I mean, this is easy. What is the name of the Japanese knife used for slicing fish? Is it a sashimi knife or a santoko?
Sashimi knife.
It is correct. What is the name for the French dish consisting of potatoes thinly sliced and baked in cream and cheese? Is it gratin dauphinois or ratatouille?
It's a French kind of sounding name.
Yeah, gratin. Did you like that?
Not the other
Gratin
one.
dauphinois.
The French speaking, that's easy.
What is the name? Thank you, guys. Thank you. What is the name for the traditional Middle Eastern dish of ground meat mixed with spices and grilled on skewers? Is it shawarma or kebab?
Kebab.
Correct. What is the name of the cooking technique that you developed to create your signature dish, the snowman egg? If you don't get this right, Chef,
yes.
Is it cryogenic cooking or molecular gastronomy?
I think it's both.
Okay. Do you know what? I'll give you the point. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Next question. Oh, time is up.
Oh.
5 points for Chef.
Well done, Chef.
But also, come on. I mean, it was about his own... Okay, fine, all right. It's absolutely fine. Right. Let's have a quick look at the leaderboard, Chef. Let's see where you are.
You're on it. It's fine.
Joint fourth is what I...
Say that.
to go for.
You're on the
Chef, thank
page.
you so much for coming in.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah, big
Thank
thanks
you,
to Chef. Quick reminder that he is in kitchen. Get yourself to Demon Duck up at Caesar's Palace this coming weekend. Big thank you to Chef. Big thanks also to G.
Thank you for having me.
For joining us.
Honestly,
and do come back and join us sometime soon.
I'd love to.
Listen, we've got a really, really special performance coming away in a few moments' time. Stay with us right here on DXB Today.
Welcome back to DXB Today. Now, I've had a few amazing experiences on this show so far, but I am more than excited. I'm joined by not 1, 2, 3, but 4 Disney princesses. Welcome, ladies. How are you?
Hello, Katie.
Oh, goodness. I am, like I keep saying, I know we've had rehearsals and I've been very excited so far. So first of all, let's talk about it. You're here in Dubai because we've got Disney Princesses, the concert. Stephanie, tell me a little bit more about what we can expect from the show over this weekend.
Okay, well, we all play ourselves. We have all played Disney leading ladies, either on Broadway, the West End, Australia. So we play ourselves and we sing and celebrate all 12 of the Disney princesses and the 2 queens. And there's a huge LED screen behind us showing the incredible Disney animation. It is so fun.
I'm excited. Cindy, moving across to you now. You play Queen Nala in The Lion King. Tell us more about that and then how you actually got into that and then how that's then moved on to Disney Princesses, the concert.
Yes, I played, like you said, I played Queen Nala in The Lion King, and I heard that The Lion King was here in Dubai.
It was down in Abu Dhabi. It was phenomenal.
Oh, how fabulous. So it is really a special time because we're performing with the Firdaus Orchestra.
Wow.
So it's an all-female cast with this incredible music. This show is for everybody from age 6 to 60. to 600. If you believe that. Yes.
If you're 61 or 62, we will let you in.
We'll let you in. We'll let you in.
Exactly.
Yes. But Queen
so
Nala is an incredible character. She's a strong warrior woman, and I'm so honored to be able to play her and sing and celebrate her outside of The Lion King.
Yeah, of
so
course.
I'm so excited to be included in this fabulous concert.
And we're happy to have Queen Nala, I'll tell you. Hiba, moving on to you then. So you also play a big Disney role as well outside of this concert. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So I was lucky enough to play Princess Jasmine in Disney's Aladdin, and for me it was super special because I was the first person ever of Middle Eastern Arabic descent to play Jasmine. So
Respect.
it was really, really incredible, and you know, it's amazing to be here in Dubai and getting to, you know, sing a few Jasmine songs at the concert. So yeah, it's really special.
Oh, good. No, that's amazing. And finally, Annalisa, moving to you.
It's my turn.
It's your turn. What is it that, you know, you're looking forward to most about this concert, particularly in Dubai? Is there something that you're excited about?
Yes, I think the all-women orchestra is pretty exciting. It's very woman-forward. And performing with these ladies, I've never performed with these exact ladies before, or in Dubai this entire show. So yeah, that's what I'd be most excited about, all the female empowerment.
Right, absolutely, that's right. Girl power. But who was it you played? And actually, Stephanie, I didn't ask you, but Annalisa, who was it you played?
Sure, I was the last belle on Broadway. Yeah, in Beauty and the Beast.
That is a claim to fame.
It is a claim to fame.
Oh my goodness, Stephanie, sorry, I didn't ask who you played actually on...
No, that's fine. I was actually the last Mary Poppins on Broadway.
Oh my goodness, right, I can't actually take any more of this. And I will tell you that the rehearsals and the sound checks are phenomenal. Make sure you catch these fantastic ladies. And we do have a Disney Prince at the weekend, correct? Yeah, right. Coca-Cola Arena, both tomorrow and Sunday as well. 2 p.m, family shows, get everybody involved. For now, ladies, I'm going to leave you to get ready. You may have a backing performer, but until then, Tom, I believe you have a little announcement.
Indeed I do. I've never seen Katie so excited, a little bit jealous as well. Tonight, we've got loads of winners. 2 lucky winners for this week's competition, starting off with, of course, the aforementioned Disney Princess, the concert. The winner is, drumroll please, Fatima Ibrahim. Congratulations to you, Fatima.
And we have another winner, of course, for the Backstreet Boys in Abu Dhabi on Sunday, which is Nawaz Aziz. Congratulations for winning the 2 tickets for Backstreet Boys and for all the winners that we had today. And don't forget to tag us on your socials and Instagram at Dubai One TV.
There's plenty of competition. I love the way you could barely get through that because I was going to see the Backstreet Boys this weekend.
Yes.
Very excited. So not only should you follow us at Dubai One TV on Instagram, make sure you use the hashtag DXB today. We want to know what you're doing. We want to see how you're enjoying your no-diet weekend. Tom, I cannot wait to see how you're enjoying your no-diet weekend.
There's Coronation Weekend over in the UK as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually going to a big tea party tomorrow. Yes.
It's happening tomorrow.
All the pomp. I love all the pomp and whatnot. You're going to be watching the coronation, Ahmed?
Yeah, I'm going to be sitting watching the coronation tomorrow. Definitely.
Coronation and Backstreet Boys. That's the combination, isn't it?
I'm very excited for the Backstreet Boys.
But that's it from us today. And, of course, all the team at Disney as well here in town. Wishing you an amazing weekend, whatever you're up to. And we will, of course, see you at the same time on Monday. For now, though, it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to sprinkle a little Disney magic. Princesses, over to you.
It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small, and the fears that once control me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. Right or wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Let it go, you'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let the storm rage on. My power flurries through the air into the ground. soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around, and one thought crystallizes